Hello guys, welcome back to Alex is Awesome. I'm Alex, your host, the politically incorrect and pretentious friend you didn't know you needed. And today I'm going to take the infamous political compass test. Now, this has gained a lot of infamy in online, but personally I think it's pretty accurate and will give us a good representation of where we are. But before we begin, I'll do my first ever plug, and I'm proud to announce, please visit patreon.com/give Awe-Lex money, because I need money to fund my show. I need better equipment. I got a microphone, but I need better equipment, and maybe I can even do a face reveal if I reach a certain level, but we can talk about that later. Alright, let's take the test. We start test. Let's take the test. Okay. If economic globalism is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Disagree. I mean, is it really any of our business who it serves? Like, I don't really care that much. I'd always support my country, whether it was right or wrong. Disagree. I mean, if my country was, like, trying to push, nonsense, I wouldn't support it. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. Disagree! I mean, I'm an American. We're #1 in America. Yeah, it's pretty cool here. Oh, this next question's terrible. Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races. Disagree. Like, that's just... Imagine how crazy you'd have to be to say agree on that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, it really depends, because... What if the enemy... Okay, let's say this. Hypothetically, my enemy could be Wyatt. But actually no, let's say this. Hypothetically, my enemy is the librarian, but then the enemy of my enemy is Wyatt. I disagree. They're both my enemy. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Disagree. I mean, if you break the rules, you're just a bad person. Except in I don't like how that question's worded. There's now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. You're watching the Alex cast. You're having a great time watching information and entertainment all in one. So I would disagree. It's not worrying at all. It's actually encouraging more people to get into this field. People are ultimately more divided by class and nationality. Disagree. We are Americans. We are different from the people like Canadians and the Mexicans. We're different. We're just different species almost entirely. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Disagree. I mean, like, everyone needs a job. Well, I'm streaming and stuff is my job. Well, not streaming, just making YouTube content. It's really important, though, to get my word out there. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment. They require regulation. Disagree. I mean, if you think about it, corporations would have our best interest at heart. They would know for long-term profits, they would need a sustainable option, like protecting the environment, like not cutting down too many trees in the Lorax. So in that case, I think we disagree. Each according to his ability, each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. That's Karl Marx. Disagree. Huge disagree on that one. No. We do not do Karl Marx on this show. Fear of the market, the fear of the people. Disagree. I mean, like, think about it, right? Fear of the market, it'd be fear of the people. Like, what if the market was free to make the... What if corporations were free to make really small grocery stores? Then people wouldn't be free, Grocery stores have to be a certain size for people to walk around in. Sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is a bottled branded consumer product. Disagree. I like bottled water. It's really convenient and I love it. Land shouldn't be a commodity bought or sold. Disagree. I mean, it's just like any other thing. Like, you're just selling a plot of dirt, There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money rather than contribute to society. Disagree with the question. I mean, the people manipulating money are doing a lot. Like, investors, they're investing based on the performance of the company or where they expect it to perform. It's a very hard job. And honestly, I don't think a lot of the haters could do it. A lot of the McDonald's workers could definitely not do investment very well. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I disagree. I mean, I don't even know what that word means. It's too long. The only social responsibility of the company should be to deliver deliver profit to its shareholders. I disagree. I mean, just promote the right message, you know? Like, the woke companies obviously aren't doing it right. Which are too highly taxed. I disagree. I mean, I'm not rich, so I can't really speak on that issue, but, you know. Those with the ability to pay should have have access to higher standards of medical care. Well, disagree. I mean, I can't really pay that much for better med care, but I should get the best amount. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Well, I mean, it's First Amendment. Silly. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator. It's just a bunch of big words. Well, I was gonna say disagree. I'm not gonna read all that. Abortion should always be illegal. Disagree. I mean, I think, you know, not really on board with all of his philosophies now, but the great philosopher Dr. T.J. Eckelberg did, you know, his whole thing was right. The smart people, mandatory abortions should be a thing for the less smart people, and the smart people should, you know, breed and have better kids. You know, that's just how it works. All authority should be questioned. Disagree. My authority should be questioned. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I'm going to say disagree. I don't know what that means. Some old riddle, probably. Taxpayers should not be expected to profit theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. I mean, I would say agree, but what about the Awe-Lex Museum? They're definitely going to make one when my career blows up after this one. Schools should not make classroom attendance mandatory. How else would I be able to hang out with my friends? They wouldn't want to hang out with me willingly. Disagree. I like going to school. All people have their rights, but it's better for different sorts of people to keep with their own kind. Disagree. How else am I supposed to spread my ideals to everyone? Good parents don't have to spank children. I never got spanked. Disagree. I turned out fine. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Disagree. Just be truthful with it. They'll find out eventually. They're your parents. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Disagree. I mean, it's a good incentive to get people off. You know, if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. You know, it's that easy. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. You know, disagree. It should also be to instill good, righteous values in them. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Disagree. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Disagree. They should also take the orange pill. The thing I've been preaching about and will continue to preach about until the heat death of the universe. See more videos on the orange pill in my recent videos, and I will also make some more in the future. There are no savage and civilized peoples, there are only different cultures. Disagree. I mean, if we were to think about it, like, there's people in the other side of the world, you know. They're not in America. Those who work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Disagree. Society should support me regardless, but everyone else don't really care for. When you're troubled, it's better to not think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Disagree! You get angry, throw a fuss. Nothing will get done if you just distract yourself all day. You need to run around screaming. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated with their country. Disagree. I mean, I've seen it happen before, maybe. Ultimately, what is best for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for us. Disagree. For instance, Disney. Target. You know, Disney's starting to fail now, and its movies are better than ever. You know, it's you know, like, this is a really stupid statement to agree with. No broadcasting institution, however, independent content should receive public funding. Disagree. I'm not going to process that one. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Disagree. Look, I even given enough away to the FBI and CIA. A significant advantage of the one-party system is that it avoids all arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system. Disagree! I mean, if I was a part of a one-party system, I could start all sorts of arguments within my party. It's completely silly to think that only having one party would eliminate all disagreements among men. Completely stupid. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need be worried. Disagree. What if I'm yanking it in the back of a grocery store? I would be worried. That's not me doing wrong, that's just me letting off a natural urge. The death penalty should be an option, but only for the most serious crimes. Disagree. Not for the death penalty. In a civilized society, one must always have people to be obeyed and people to be commanded. I lean more on the agree side of this, but I should be on top. I shouldn't have to obey anyone. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Dr. Eckelberg's not going to like this one. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Disagree. Rehabilitating people is important, and getting them on the orange pill, maybe if you're like a prison guard watching, start showing them my videos, and they can become orange pilled. It's a waste of time to rehabilitate some criminals. Disagree. Anyone can become orange pilled with the right method. Business person, when the manufacturer more important than the writer and the artist? Oh, disagree. I'm the artist. Mothers may have careers, but is their first duty to be homemakers? Disagree. Is their first duty to teach their kids about the orange pill? Sorry about that stupid ad, guys. Okay, whatever, I cannot read that. We'll just skip it for now. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Disagree. I don't make peace with any establishment. It's really annoying. Bro. We'll just have to open some of these. Anyway, there we go. Almost all politicians promise economic growth. We should heed the warnings of climate science that growth is detrimental to the efforts to curb global warming. Disagree. Global warming's a hoax. The Earth is flat. We all know this. I'm just joking about that if you couldn't tell by my obvious sarcasm. Astrology accurately explains many things. Disagree. You cannot be moral without being religious. Disagree. I'm an atheist, believe it or not, but at the same time, I do preach a lot of Christian values, so, you can have whatever opinion you want on that, I guess. Charity is better than Social Security. Is it better means out the disadvantaged? Disagree. Charity is better because Social Security is like the principle of hostility or whatever it's called. The government's using coercion and stuff. It's not good for you. Some people are naturally unlucky. Disagree. Well, actually, I'm kind of unlucky. We'll say agree. It is important that my child's school installs religious values. No, I'm an atheist. I'll do that for this. I'll do that instead of the school. Sex also emerges immoral. Disagree. The same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. Boy, I sure hope Wyatt isn't watching this. He's the horny bisexual artist friend. Oh boy. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be illegal for the adult population. Disagree. You can just use your brain to imagine stuff. It saves money. No one can feel naturally homosexual. Disagree, my friend. Yeah, my friend is definitely a homosexual. There's no debating that. Sorry. These days, openness about sex is going too far. I don't really care. Okay, this is the question I have the biggest issue on. Whenever I react to people doing this quiz, whether it be my favorite pundits, or not pundits, my favorite political commentators, Ben Shapiro, whatever that guy's name was. I'm trying to think. I don't remember his name. He's like Matt Walsh, but like less memorable. Oh yeah, Michael Knowles. Yeah. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. Now, you may be thinking it's talking about a certain form of activities, but I would disagree. This question is very trickily worded to weed out the dumb and from the smart, and this is what goes on in a private bedroom. It does not say what kind of thing is going on. Like, if it's murder, that's obviously wrong. So if someone's murdering, between two consenting adults. That's not a good thing. That's just terrible. And personally, anyone that answers otherwise on that question is just a complete moron who did not pass the SMART test. That's where I stand. Excited, guys. Huh. Interesting. Right in the middle. Wait. I'm on the left. No. I'm on the left. No. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense considering the orange pill. I didn't describe it as being kind of centrism, but I'm on the left. I have to go, guys. Please go to my Patreon to support me, and remember, lead the pack.